Hi, today we're looking at Hidato. This is a number puzzle, but like Sudoku, the numbers are really only symbols. They're providing us with a sequence, but there's no mathematics involved in this puzzle. We're playing on a square grid. This is a one-star easy starter puzzle so that I can show you the ropes. The objective is to fill in the missing numbers. There's only one rule, and the rule is that we need to fill numbers in such a way that it is possible to move from the first number, which is from 1 up here, to the last number on the grid, 81, because this is a 9 by 9 grid. And we need to be able to do so by moving sequentially through the numbers, moving up, down, left, right, and diagonally. So, for example, you can see that from here on this 23, we can move to the 24 by going diagonally, and we can up to the 25, and so on. Similar thing going on here. We can go 76, we can go up diagonally and down to 78, like that. So we need to fill in the missing numbers. Better start at the beginning. There's no reason we have to start at the beginning, but it's as good a place as any to start. On larger and more complex puzzles with fewer clue numbers, where it's not so simple to solve them, often you'll find that there are pockets of the puzzle that you can complete, but not necessarily starting at the beginning. But this was easy, so we're going to start from the beginning, which is the 1 up here. The 3 is right next to it, so we know we need to put in a 2. We've got a couple of candidate cells in which we could put our 2. We could go 1, 2, 3, or we could go 1, 2, 3 that way. The way we work out the answer, of course, is to look at the next number in the sequence, the 5, and work out how we can get from the 3 to the 5. And the only way we could get from the 3 to the 5 would be to come into this cell and back up here. So we know that this cell can't contain our 2. It needs to contain the 4. So this one has to be the 2 in here. So we'll write those in now. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The next number is a 9. So we need to get from the 6 to the 9. So it's fairly easy again. It's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the only way we can do that. Now we've got an easy sequence here. We have a 9 here and an 11 here. Now there's only one cell connecting those. That's this middle cell. So we know our 10 goes in there. And we have exactly the same thing going on between the 11 and the 13. There's only one cell between them. So our 12 has to go in here. Now we've got some numbers already. We're 12, 13, 14, 15. Now at this point, our 15 and our 17. Where do we put our 16? It could go in either of these because we could go 15, 16, 17, or we could go 15, 16, 17, 18. I don't know which one to put it in at the moment. So what I'm going to do is just skip over those and carry on. 17, 18, 19, 21. Now I need to find my 22. Well, I'm going from 21 to 23, so the 22 has to be the connecting cell up here. So where are we up to? 23, 4, 5. Obviously, we need to get 26 in there, and this is easy to work out because there's only one cell available. All the others are taken. This is the only cell available. So we'll put our 26 in here. Now again, it's got a little bit more difficult because from 26 to 29, which is the next provided number, we could go 27, 28, 29. We could go 27, 28, 29, 27, 28, 29. I don't know if I put that one in. Anyway, there's a few options that we don't know which is correct. So again, I'm going to skip over. Not 29, 30, going from 30 to 33. Easy as these could be a 31, but we don't know which, but we do know that this one has to be 32. So we'll put that in and we'll come back to the 31. So 33 to 36, well, we could go 34, 35, 36. But if we do that, we're going to be a bit stuck because from 36 to 38, one of these has to be 37, which means we can't get the 34 and the 35 in these two. So we can only put in the 34, and the 35 is going to have to come down here. So that gives us our answer, doesn't it? 33, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we're at 37, 38, 39, 41, 2. Clearly, this is 43, 3, 44. We've got to get from 44 to 48. And the only way we could do that is to come up 5, 6, 7, and 8. We can't take any details into any other cells or we wouldn't reach 48. So those can all be written in 45. So we're up at 48. Before I go any further, most of this part of the puzzle here has been filled in. We're only missing 3 cells here. which we couldn't fill in earlier, but now we've filled in these other cells, it becomes very obvious where we go. We wanted to go from 26 to 29. So that's going to have to be 27, 28, 29, 30. So write those in. Come 30, we just needed the 31 in here to get back to the 32, which completes that whole section of the puzzle. We were at 48 and we were looking to get down to 54. I'm pretty sure that we're going to have to take this pass down heads. It's a logical way to go. But what I'm going to do now is work backwards for a bit, because it's another way of looking at the puzzle, and it's going to fit out some more squares and clarify the path to get from this 48 to the 54, which is quite a lot around. So the end of the puzzle is up here, 81, and we would get from 81 to 78. So that's going to have to be 81 to 80, 79 and 78. There's no other way of doing it. That takes us to 78, 77, 76, and we go from 76 to 73. We've got two possible routes out from the 76, this one and this one. We can't go this way because we'll never make it up from here to the 73, so we have to come this way. 74, 73, and now we've only got one possible route down from there. 72, we have 69 to 66 up here, so we either have to come down here and up here. 4, 63, we go from 63 to 61, so we need to fill in this one. There's 16 to 58. We could come down here and up here, but if we do that, we're going to be orphaning this cell here. There's nothing else that can go in here. We've already done the 70s and the 80s, so the only thing we can possibly put in here now is 59. This is another way of looking at the puzzle. Rather than looking at where you could go, we could look at an empty orphan cell like this and say, what is the only thing that can go in there? The only thing that can go in there is 59. That takes us from 60, 59, 58. And now we can work out 57 has to be in there. Then from 56 to 54. In theory, we could go 56, 5, 4, but then we would have to put our 53 in here and we will be stuck. There will be no way out. So we know we're going to have to go this way, that way, and that leaves us this route out on the corner. So we're here 56, 55 down here before, and then 53, 4, 3, and then we can come up here to escape. 53, it's going up around 52, 51, 50, and that gives us our 49, connecting us back to the 48, which is where we left off. And now we've only got one cell down here that we didn't fill in yet, and that was the 16 from between the 15 and the 17. So we can fill that in now. And that's it, we've completed the puzzle. Suppose I say that's an easy one. We could start from the beginning and we could probably have gone all the way through without working backwards, but sometimes working backwards is easier, skipping over areas that we can't complete and then coming back to fill them in later. Bigger puzzles get considerably harder. But what you'll find is that you can look at long paths like that 48 to 54 we had there. You can work out roughly where the path has to go, and usually that's enough to be able to split the puzzle into sections, and you can work out what must go where. That's a good fun puzzle. If you want to try some yourself, there's a link in the description to download our taster PDF that you can print out, where you can do it on a device. And of course we've got some books on the website as well.
Hi, I'm Pete. Don't forget you can get our Puzzle Weekly magazine delivered to you every Monday, completely free. Visit the link to get your copy.